नाउ फेंसिंग इज चेंज अ लॉट। तो आपको अगर सही में अगर टैलेंट डिफिक्शन करना है तो आपको टीम बनानी पड़ेगी, नॉट ओनली एक्सपेंसिव। एक लड़की को क्वालिफाई की, बट वो उसका रीज़न यही कि वो एक टैलेंट थी, उसको अच्छा सपोर्ट मिला, उसने क्वालिफाई कर लिया। बट व्हाट अबाउट अदर्स इन इंडिया? द वन कोच teaching all levels, it's not the correct way to make a good athletes from one thing. Some people living in Punjab or Delhi, they will prefer, I should stay here because my home. Sports is not the home. It should be one place where you can learn, but together it's more important. Everything we have here, but in India, some it will maybe bad for them, maybe they feel bad, but it's honestly that some of coaches who has a rigid, they are very rigid.
So one question about the talent identification process. What do you think we can do better to identify talent?
See, now in scenario in India, जैसे अब आप देखो कि इंडिया में अभी TIDC के मेंबर हैं सारे एक्स एथलीट्स जो फेंसिंग खेल चुके हैं, बट बहुत पहले फेंसिंग खेले हैं। नाउ फेंसिंग इज चेंज अ लॉट। तो आपको अगर सही में अगर टैलेंट आइडेंटिफिकेशन करना है तो आपको टीम बनानी पड़ेगी, नॉट ओनली एक्सपेंसर। उसमें साइकोलॉजिस्ट भी होंगे, उसमें फिजिकल ट्रेनर भी होंगे, उसमें एक्स एथलीट भी होंगे फॉर श्योर, क्योंकि वो भी बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट पार्ट है, क्योंकि टेक्निकल पार्ट एक्स एथलीट को ज़्यादा बताओ। बट आप ये नहीं कि सारे आप डाल दो, एक्सपेंसेस डाल दो कि उनको सब पता होगा। आई एम सॉरी, बट आपको एक अच्छी कोर टीम बनानी होगी जिससे कि आप एक रियल एंड राइट टैलेंट आइडेंटिफिकेशन आप कर सके। ये एक जॉब नहीं है, मतलब मैं तो ये बोलूँगा इसमें है कि आपको थोड़ा सेल्फ इंटरेस्ट भी दिखाना पड़ेगा। कि आपको अगर आप अगर सोच रहे हो ना कि आप पूछ रहे हो तो कि बाहर एक एक बंदा क्यों एक लड़की क्यों क्वालिफाई की, बट वो उसका रीज़न यही कि वो एक टैलेंट थी, उसको अच्छा सपोर्ट मिला, उसने क्वालिफाई कर लिया। बट व्हाट अबाउट अदर्स? अब सारे अगर आप उसी के पीछे रहोगे, या अच्छी बात है वो कर रही है, बॉन्डी इज डूइंग गुड जॉब, बट द थिंग इज आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट अनदर पीपल कि वो उनका क्या, जो अभी जब सैलरी उठ रहा है वो उठते उठते खत्म हो जाता है अगर आप उसको वो राइट टाइम पे वो अपॉर्चुनिटी नहीं दोगे। तो वो बहुत इम्पॉर्टेंट है कि आपको एक टीम बनानी पड़ेगी जो कि फेयरली रन करे। ये नहीं कि आपको कोई पसंद है कि आप उसको ले लो या नहीं लो, पर आपको जो है टैलेंट है उसको रियल टैलेंट पे उठाना पड़ेगा। पॉलिटिक्स अगर यहाँ पे आ गई तो फिर तो टैलेंट एजुकेशन कभी हो गई।
One thing that a lot of Indians, including me, don't know too well is like all the difference between the different disciplines in fencing. So can you tell us or like educate us on that?
Yeah, there is a 3 events in fencing. There's a foil, second is épée, third is saber. But in India, the one coach teaching all the events, it's not the correct way to make a good athletes from one thing, one coach. It should be in every center. There should be a special center for épée, one center. You decide whichever your center you need. Patiala, Guwahati, Manipur, doesn't matter. One center for foil and one center for épée. The all excellency size students will go train in one place. It will be more beneficial, more good training, more hardworking thing will be done there. If you see now, it's very messy. Now in every center of excellency there is all 3 events, and they cannot do all 3 in the perfect way. Nobody's saying you should be perfect, but there should be a way. You should have an idea how you going up, how you going in a path to make a big result. But there is always some people living in Punjab or Delhi, they will prefer, I should stay here because my home. Sports is not the home. It should be one place where you can learn, but together. It's more important. The National Center for épée event, training center for foil, and third training center for saber. You will see the lot more guys who struggling to be national medal too, they will perform as well if they train together. Now they training in split cities. Somebody training in Punjab, somebody training in Manipur, for example. But they need to together one center. It will be amazing for the research, at least some step going up.
Yeah, so right now they only meet during the national championships or something.
Yeah, they playing from their states, they playing from their services, they're playing from their some forces. So they have to together at least training from one place. You can play however you can represent your state, your job, your force, your defense, whatever. But you have to at least train together. Then it will be result will change. Now it's some of result I can see from 3-4 years. It's the same guys coming to win because they doesn't know they training outside. Somebody's training outside, somebody training in India, and they come and the 4-5 guys are the same always from the 4 years. It means your fencing is not growing. Your fencing is at that stage only. How it will grow, you have to make a certain step to make at least a special center of excellency for each events. That's very, very important.
Currently, the SAI has all these centers of excellence across the country for all sports, not just fencing. But what do you think is their motivation behind all these centers of excellence in fencing?
This ultimate motivation, what I think, this is my idea. I'm again saying, but they should produce from the raw talent to the international status. But right now, there is a criteria in fencing is if you have a national medal, you will be in center of excellency. But if you have a national medal, you in center of excellency. But what is the point? Because you're already national medalist. So what another coaches need to do? He's already there in certain level. The thing is, if you pick and choose the raw talent and create for the big stage, it's more good. Nourish them, take care of that guy. It's very important. But if you take a national medal, he's already in some stage and he's not getting better and better there. Because somehow you have to find the solution. That best solution is you need to pick a raw talent, they have a fresh mind, they have a fresh psychological, they don't have burden to take medal, they are fearless. But as compared to if you take some national medalists in the center of excellency, they always have a burden. Okay, next year I have to take medal to be in national center of excellency. They have a scare, they have something in their heart which is not good for the sports. For the sports, you have to be blunt, you have to be fearless. You need to have a brain in some stage, but with a basic level, you should be fearless. You shouldn't fear. If you fear in Indian tournaments, how you will perform in the international stage? It's
So here you've been training all over the world for a while now. So in all these places, you have like different specialized coaches for different areas of fencing and also for sports science and nutrition and all those things. How is it in India?
right now, if I compare care, we all have a certain job too. It's not one person doing all the jobs. We have a psychological, we have a physical instructor, we have a coaches, we have a event-wise coaches. That's more important. That we have a sports science who work on the kids everything, and we have here our massager, the conditioner, everything we have here. But in India, some it will maybe bad for them, maybe they feel bad, but it's honestly that some of coaches who has a rigid, they are very rigid. They don't take a help from there's a no shame if you include some sports science or somebody who know their job very well, but you have to take them in your group. You cannot alone do everything, because you need to. It's better if you focus on the one thing what you have. Like you are a poach, just stick in a poach. You are a one event coach, just stick in one event, not teach the three events. I can teach this too, I can teach this. Yes, you can teach everything, but it's not correct way to create some good level athlete player. You have to something change. They have to take help from psychological, like Abhinav Bindra Academy. They more are doing for physical, for mental. They very well doing. There's a lot of athletes I saw. They going to uh, their center to uh, do the test and all, and most of them get very good result too for the fencing too. But for fencing, is very important the mental strength, your mental condition, how you have, how you feel, how you can be. It's very important. But coach cannot do all in one. They should focus on their job. Let take somebody, they will do their own job. This will be better. It will be the systematically way. Because in Europe, this work like systematically, but in Indian coaches mentality, they know everything. They have a very good knowledge. Yeah, that's like